EFCC files fresh 19.4 billion naira fraud charges against Sirika and brother. Federal government convenes meeting as Labour threatens indefinite protest over electricity tariff. Federal government plans performance-based salary scheme for workers. And on the foreign scene, Israel-Palestine war death toll hits 35,000. Hello, welcome to News Update. My name is Lilian Ogazi. And now to the news. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has charged former Minister of Aviation Sirika, his brother Ahmed Sirika, and his company Engineers Nigerian Limited with over 19.4 billion naira fraud. The sum is said to be for several Aviation Ministry contracts from the former minister to Engineers Nigerian Limited, owned by Sirika's younger brother Abubakar. The Sirika brothers and Engineers Nigerian Limited will today be arraigned before Justice Belgore of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Gariki, Abuja. Now, according to the EFCC, Sirika's alleged action violated Section 19 of the Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Act 2000 and was punishable under the same section. Meanwhile, in Kogi State, where the governorship election petition tribunal sitting in Abuja has reserved judgment on the petition filed by the Social Democratic Party and its governorship candidate Murtala Ajaka against the election victory of Governor Usman Ododo of the All Progressive Congress. At Monday's proceeding, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), the APC and Ododo asked the tribunal to dismiss the petition filed by Ajaka for being incompetent and lacking merit. They stated this through their lawyers Kano Agabi, Joseph Daudu and Emmanuel Ukala while adopting their final written address. Counsel for Ajaka, Pius Akubu, however, urged the tribunal to set aside Ododo's submission and uphold theirs. After listening to all the parties, the tribunal, led by Justice Ado Birinkudu, reserved judgment to a date that will be communicated to both parties. Meanwhile, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, will arraign a former Central Bank of Nigerian governor, Godwin Emefiele, tomorrow over the unlawful withdrawal of 124.8 billion naira from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation. The agency also accused him of approving the printing of 684.5 million naira at the rate of 18.96 billion naira. The arraignment was originally billed for April 30th but was rescheduled. The former CBN governor will take his plea before Justice Mary Ann Anene of the FCT High Court, Abuja. The EFCC alleged that Emefiele broke the law with the intent to harm the public during his implementation of the Naira swap policy. The federal government will next week hold a crucial meeting to address the demands by organized labor for the restoration of the power subsidy and the reversal of the hike in electricity tariff. The spokesperson for the Ministry of Power, Florence Eke, disclosed this after the labor unions disrupted activities at the ministry in Abuja on Monday. She said the ministry was committed to transparency and would engage in comprehensive dialogue with all relevant parties to discuss the issues raised. The protest paralyzed activities at the Federal Ministry of Power, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, and also disrupted the operations of the distribution companies across the country. The nationwide protests were triggered by the federal government's decision to raise electricity tariffs and remove the subsidy from the power sector. Meanwhile, the federal government said on Monday that a new wage system based on employees' productivity in the civil service is underway. The government said with the system, workers on the same level could earn different salaries. The government said the formulation of an innovative wage system was being considered because it realized that productivity was a key factor in the growth of the country's economy. The Director General of the National Productivity Center, Nasir Raj Mustafa, disclosed this on Monday during a meeting with labor correspondents in Abuja. Raj Mustafa added that a report for the first phase of the study was ready, adding that the next stage would be to engage various stakeholders to consider and make inputs before finally presenting it to the federal government for its consideration and possible adoption. An unspecified number of Dangote Cement workers were taken away on Monday evening after bandits attacked their staff bus and shot many. According to a report, the workers were returning from work when they were ambushed by suspected bandits at Okpela in Edo, a town near Okene, Kogi State. Witnesses said it was unclear how many people were wounded or the severity of the Monday evening attack. Michael Odolphin, a spokesperson for Okpela Cement PLC, confirmed the attack and the abduction. Meanwhile, a middle-aged man has been reportedly found in a Nigerian bank in Dadinkowa town in just South Plateau State with belts packed with what appeared to be a person-born improvised explosive device. It was gathered that he was apprehended on Monday when the suspect was found with an apparent bomb strapped to his body to detonate at the bank. Intelligence reports available to Zagazola Makama, a counterinsurgency expert and security analyst in the Lake Chad region, revealed that the vigilante security at the bank prevented the attack after they spotted the suspect. They immediately apprehended him before he could achieve his aim. The suspect was later surrounded by an angry mob who demanded that he should be killed immediately. He was, however, taken to the police station where he was undergoing investigation.
We bomb. Nakata we bomb on a killer yo. Ogasibo. I'm on a killer no. This boy get loco. Ora carry ashima. Yaka go shino ga operation. Oga. Yaka bari carry ashima. Boko Haram force to make you come back. Make you fire us fire abi. You go collect. You go collect. Boko Haram force to make you come kill us for bank abi. Allah, niya fara kone shi. Who force you? Who force you? Who force you? They force you, abi? Now they bomb me that now. Now they bomb me that. Now they bomb me that now.
Oh, we have joining us Trust TV reporter from Jos, Ado Musa. Hello, Ado, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, regarding this incident now, has the police issued an official statement on this development?
Well, up to this moment, the police is yet to issue any statement regarding the incident. But we have made several efforts to hear from them, but we couldn't get anything. But we are still waiting. Probably after the investigation, they will issue a statement regarding the issue.
All right, so no statement whatsoever has come out to confirm that, you know, this has happened from the police there in Plateau State?
Yes, no statement at the moment confirming the incident, particularly from the security, which is the police. But the bank, an official from the bank confirmed to me this morning that the incident had occurred, and he narrated everything to me, how the person was able to find his way to the bank and how he was able to arrest, or rather how he was arrested by some security guards in the bank. According to him, when the man came, he entered the bank with the IED, even though he described that IED as a fake one, because he said if not because it was a fake one, he wouldn't have had his way to the bank, because the man's trapdoor would have detected him, and then at the end of the day probably would not allow him to enter. But when he got inside the banking hall, so he approached the frontline teller and then dropped a note to her that this is what is happening, that he has already strapped his body with the IED, and then if maybe his demand is not met, he's going to detonate it. So from there, the frontline teller was able to communicate with their supervisors, and then before you knew, the supervisor was able to also communicate with other people within the bank, where they were asked to open the emergency exit for people to leave.
Okay.
But in the process, yeah.
Okay, but there are some insinuations that the video was part of a prank for social media. Is this true?
Yeah, this video that is going viral, or that has gone viral, yeah, is part of it. It was true. It was the same person that was arrested and then taken to the police station. Is the same one you are seeing in the video.
So it's not a social media prank. It is real.
It is real. It is real.
So tell us, how are people in Jos reacting to these developments? How do they feel about all this? What's the ambience at the moment?
Honestly, people were not happy because if you look at the video, even the way people were reacting, that is how everyone is reacting to the incident. Because if not for the intervention of security personnel at that moment, it would have been a different story, because I believe that those around the scene of the incident would have killed this suspect. So people were not happy. People are saying a lot of things that if people like this guy should be seen, he shouldn't be allowed to just go free. He should be killed, because they were alleging that probably at the end of the day, if he gets to police station, he will be released. So people are not happy. People are saying that a lot of things has to be done, particularly with regard to the bank, that issues like this or people like this shouldn't have access to the bank, even if it is a fake IED. So people were not happy, honestly speaking, after the realization that this man was threatening to detonate the possible IED.
All right, finally now, how about the ambience? Are people afraid? Are people moving around their normal duties, or are people afraid to go about their regular activities there?
Yes, yesterday people were very afraid. People were very scared because of the fear of the unknown, and that was why even the bank itself, the official of the bank, had to close the bank yesterday because of the fear of the unknown. But this morning, I have learned that everything has been resumed, because customers we are seeing going in and out for different transactions. So normal activities has been restored in the bank. So people have been going about their normal activities.
All right, thank you, Ado. We look forward to getting more updates from you in the course of the day regarding, what the security agencies have to say and everything surrounding it. Thank you for joining us on the news.
Thank you for having me.
Now, moving on, Nasarawa State Command of the Nigerian Police Force has arrested 2 suspected armed robbers terrorizing the state. The duo of 52-year-old Chibweze Orji and 45-year-old Jibrin Mohammed were arrested by the Angwa Lambu Division of Kefi local government area of the state. In a statement by the Command Public Relations Officer, Ramhan Nansel, the suspect usually poses taxi drivers to pick unsuspecting passengers, drive away to unknown destinations, and disposes them of money and other belongings, after which the victims are abandoned. The PPRO explained that suspects have confessed to the commission of the crime, as they have admitted being operating for over 10 years, where many have been robbed by them. He further noted that the suspects were recently released from Shendam Correctional Service Center in Plateau for similar offense. According to the command, items recovered from the suspects include a Toyota Carina 2 vehicle with registration number Abuja CO212 ABC, 1 axe and hammer. This is News Update coming to you from Trust TV. Coming up, Kaduna residents call for thorough investigation of El-Rufai's government. More news when we return. Do stay. You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is News Updates coming to you from Trust TV. Let's take a quick look at our headlines again. EFCC files fresh 19.4 billion naira fraud charges against Sirika and brother. Federal government convenes meeting as Labour threatens indefinite protest over electricity tariff hike. The organized labour in Bauchi State on Monday sealed up the main entrance of the Jos Electricity Distribution Company, JED, in the state capital, saying the action is part of measures towards ensuring the reversal of the recent increase in electricity tariff. The protest, according to the unions, follows instruction from the National Secretariat instructing state chapters to picket all state offices of electricity distribution companies as well as NERC where applicable. Trust TV's Adamu Imam has the details.
During the peaceful protest, the state chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, vowed to explore all necessary avenues to ensure that the hike is either reversed or implemented in a manner that will not subject Nigerians to more suffering.
The joint NLC-TUC NAC met and discussed and resolved to write to them and then issue a letter on which we are expecting them to reverse it. If they did not reverse, the result is what we are not implementing in both sides, and it's also implemented across the nation. So now, today the 13th, we are picketing NEPA, and we are also going to picket NAC right now.
We have started this movement, and there is no going back until the prices of electricity tariff is reversed. We know how we are suffering. Everybody knows that Nigerians are suffering. Even with the increase, the supply is not even there.
Some residents share their experiences with the current charges and the issue of power supply within the state capital and beyond. Honestly, we are in support of labor agitation in this matter because electricity supply remains epileptic while tariff is increasing. To get chilled water now has become very difficult within the town, except in the outskirts. The bad part of it is that we don't really know what is happening. The current system of distributing electricity within the metropolis does not favor majority of the customers. For an entire day, you may have power supply for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then it is disrupted. When they eventually restore it, you will see how people will be jubilating as if they have never seen electricity before. So we are still appealing to the authorities concerned to do the needful and address the situation. They appeal to the state government and other stakeholders to collaborate and find a lasting solution to the problems associated with power supply in the country. Adamu Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Meanwhile, as the committee set up by the Kaduna State House of Assembly to investigate the 8-year tenure of the former governor of the state, Nasir El-Rufai, set to submit its report, residents and other stakeholders in the state have continued to express divergent views over the issue with the hope that the state legislature can sustain the momentum and unravel the truth. Trust TV's Bello Musa has more.
Kaduna State House of Assembly ad hoc committee set up to investigate financial transactions, including loans and contracts undertaken by the Kaduna State government under Governor Nasir El-Rufai, has begun investigation. The governor had revealed that after deductions for loan servicing, the state is left with amounts not enough to pay salary. The governor set up the committee to investigate huge debt inherited from his predecessor. The chairman of the committee said those summoned include former commissioners and administrators. Some major stakeholders say the probe of the past administration did not come to them as a surprise.
Because a lot of people are saying it's too early for this kind of disagreement to become public. But for so many of us who have been watching closely over the way and manner Governor Nasir El-Rufai conducted the affairs of his administration, we know it left a lot to be desired. And then we also argue then that anybody that took over from Nasir El-Rufai with the debt profile and a lot of things that were done is going to face peculiar tax.
For the assembly to say that they have really set a committee, they are never experts, because in investigating some of these things that happen in states like this, you need experts to look at it. You need people that will be able to probe. All the commissioners of Nasir El-Rufai, it's not Nasir that will be checked. Because if you really want to respect the office and the sanctity of the office of the governor, you invite all his lieutenants.
Will he be able to sustain the war? That's what I'm saying. Can he sustain the fight? You see, as an executive governor, there's nothing he won't do to either embarrass Madam Nasir El-Rufai, or stood his ground, ensure that financial probity is brought to the state.
Do you think embarrassing Madam El-Rufai is the right thing?
Whatever has been done has been an embarrassment. For him to even begin to initiate what we are now seeing today, as far as people are concerned, he has embarrassed Madam Nasir El-Rufai. But that embarrassment, on behalf of this, if he's doing that on behalf of the state, people are clapping for him to be able to sustain whatever he's doing now, just so that at the end of the day, justice could be done, so that if there is anything that could come over to, can also come back to the state. Then, if you talk of the legislators, how well are they prepared to probe those activities the governor has alleged? That is where the issue is. For me, in the last 8 years, this same legislature.
They are calling on the Kaduna State House of Assembly to do a thorough job so that the people of the state and indeed Nigerians will know the truth and help the state move forward. Bello Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.
And on a foreign scene, World Health Organization has predicted a 5.1 million global shortfall of nurses and midwives by 2030. WHO noted that while there are currently an estimated 29 million nurses and 2.2 million midwives globally, a shortfall of 4.8 million nurses and 0.31 million midwives is predicted by 2030. The gap is most severe in Africa, Southwest Asia, the Eastern Mediterranean region, and parts of Latin America. Nurses and midwives are the backbone of healthcare systems, providing essential care, shaping health policies, and driving primary care initiatives. According to WHO, in many countries, nurses make up half of all the healthcare professionals and have a vital role in how healthcare actions are organized and applied. Meanwhile, the health ministry in Hamas-run Gaza said Tuesday that at least 35,000 people have been killed in the territory during more than 7 months of war between Israel and Palestinian militants. The toll includes at least 82 deaths over the past 24 hours. A ministry statement said 79,000 people have been wounded in the Gaza Strip since the war began when Hamas militants attacked Israel on October 7th. And in sport, Super Eagles head coach Finidi George claimed he has a cordial relationship with Super Eagles players. Finidi reportedly had a disagreement with the duo of Ademola Lookman and Sadiq Umar over playing time during the last international break when he was in temporary charge of the Super Eagles. The 53-year-old insisted that he get along well with the country's top stars. He said there will be no controversy regarding relationships with the players. Finidi said he now needs support of soccer-loving Nigerians to succeed. Meanwhile, Chiamaka Nnadozie has won the National Union of Professional Footballers Award for the best goalkeeper in the French Women's League. The 23-year-old is the first African to win the award. The Super Falcons shot stopper was recognized for her mesmerizing performance for Paris FC this season. Nnadozie beat Olympic Lyon Christine Endler, Katarzyna Kemvernik of Paris SGFC, Chloe Ngazi and Kinga Semik of Stade de Reims to the individual accolade. Nnadozie's penalty-saving heroics in particular has cemented her status as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. She saved 7 penalties this season, the highest by any goalkeeper in Europe. With that, we've come to the end of News Update here on Trust TV. Do well to follow us across all our social media platforms for more news, programs, and documentaries. My name is Lilian Ogazi. Thanks for watching and bye for now.